You're listening to The Great Game, the Hunter the Reckoning actual play by Haven Studios. Previously, on The Great Game, the agents of the Royal Reliquary, which I guess is what we're calling ourselves now, are set to work tracking the lost coronation regalia, the crown, scepter, and orb. Your underground contacts are Thief Echo, that'd be me if you didn't know, led us through a floating chemical lab to a meeting behind the northern face of Big Ben. There, in the evening cool, we encountered Snake Delaney, my ex-partner in crime, now serving some new masters. Tracking Snake with her bird Lucian, our sniper Raven, connected Delaney to the Hargreaves family, while our medium Aylin secured us a means of in-person meeting under the guise of a private mummy unwrapping, because that went so fucking well last time it happened. Now we find ourselves in the gothic mansion of pale and reclusive Hargreaves. Will we get what we came for? Or are we going to be lucky to get alive? Find out on this episode of The Great Game.
I'm Clara, and I'm playing Aylin Crane, the medium.
I'm Freyja. I'll be playing Verita Vale, aka Raven, the sharpshooter.
Hi, I'm Termite, and I'll be playing Echo, the thief.
And I'm Overthinker. I will be your storyteller for this evening. Welcome back, players.
Glad to be back.
When last we left off, your investigation of the stolen crown jewels had led you to Hargreaves Manor. A little bit of finagling got you an invitation. Aylin and Raven, acting as her bodyguard, have entered the house on invitation, surrendered their ammunition, and taken a seat in the sitting room, just to the left of the entryway. Meanwhile, Echo, perpetually suspicious, I believe had just broken in through the back.
Correct.
Lord and Lady Hargreaves, just as the sun dips below the horizon, join Aylin and Raven in the sitting room. Just as the sun dips below the horizon, Lord Morgred greets you with a nod. He's a mountain of a man. 6 feet tall, broad shoulders, dark hair, and a carefully manicured mustache. His wife is thin of frame and feature, sharp eyes and with intent, and long flowing hair and an unsettling smile. Both are dressed a little more for the evening air than for a meeting in their own sitting room. Good evening. Thank you for joining us, and I apologize for being late. Lord Hargreaves takes his seat. To whom am I speaking?
Aylin gives is the wife here too?
Yes.
Okay. Aylin gives the couple a kind of a polite smile, but she's like, "You should know me. You hired me." Anyway, but never mind. My name is Aylin Crane. I was under the impression that you were looking for a consultation or an appointment to speak with the spirits.
Indeed. Not an easy thing to schedule, of course. The spirits can be touchy, I find. Some more or less communicative. Do you also find it to be so?
Sometimes. Do you have a lot of experience with them?
Well, I would never claim to be an expert of your caliber, but when one spends enough time in the evenings, strange things happen to all of us, is all I should say.
Indeed. I'm so sorry. I believe I'm unfamiliar with your wife.
Hello, I'm Elizabeth. Yes, Lady Elizabeth Hargreaves. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Crane. We've heard quite a lot about you.
Only good things, I hope.
Yes, for the most part, yes. I understand there was a bit of strange business lately, but we should not dwell on such things, surely.
Of course. What brings about your fascination with the occult, then? Just your nocturnal schedule, then?
Yes, there's an old friend I've been meaning to contact for some time. Lost secrets, that sort of thing. Family. Do you think you could do that?
I have plenty of experience contacting family members. You two seem very cavalier about the notion. Have you done anything like this before?
Give me either persuasion or insight.
I'll take
Start to prod.
persuasion and what?
Either manipulation and persuasion, or wits and insight.
Manipulation and persuasion it is. 3 successes.
We dabble, I suppose you could say. It's been some time. But there are always more interesting things to do than meeting other people or going out. Our world is boring and getting a little old, if you catch my... What he means to say is that, yes, we have looked into such matters as a sort of hobby.
I see. Yes, it does seem that the aristocracy has been taking a great deal of interest in the occult, as it were, particularly with the rise of Egyptomania.
Certainly. I wonder, do you know... This is a rather morbid question, but the incident that happened the other night, what sort of spirit was that?
Aylin pauses for a second, and looks like she is recomposing herself, before she answers. Oh, have you heard of a poltergeist?
Please, enlighten us.
There are often malevolent spirits, nothing particularly dangerous, mind you, that can cause mischief. The problem with communing with the spirit world is that sometimes when you knock, other people answer. Do you understand?
This seems like deception. Yes?
Yeah, I'm lying.
Cool. Manipulation and subterfuge.
You have to remember, if Aylin is talking, she is lying. 4 successes.
Cool. I see. How unfortunate.
It
Is that why
but
you've acquired a sort of gestures to Raven? A
yes.
bodyguard?
I have found that as in my hubris as a medium, I have forgotten that sometimes my work can become a little bit active, as it were.
One doesn't normally think of that being a dangerous career, but I suppose safety is better in these cases. And what is your name, ma'am?
Forgive me, my lord. My name is Freyja Vale.
Ah, Ms. Vale. Pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure. And for you too, my lady. And she'll do a quick bow to both of them.
Lord Hargreaves gives you a nod, and the lady smiles widely. Now, how does it work? How would you go about summoning the spirits to speak to our departed colleague?
Oh, well, it is unfortunately quite the process. As with all attempts to reach the beyond, circumstances must be absolutely perfect. Often we must redress a space to make it more comfortable for them. There are certain environmental conditions beyond just the immediate space, such as moonlight and temperature and date that must be taken into account, all of which are necessary to make reaching out easier. You must understand this is not just something that one does, something that one just does on a lark.
Indeed, not a casual situation.
Hardly. And you must understand, sometimes the items that are used for preparation are often rare and expensive.
Of course.
If you have, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, Elizabeth is definitely focused on you, and Lord Mordred, stands up. Ms. Vale, do you
Yes,
have
my lord.
You strike me as a woman with an appreciation for firearms.
Very much so, my lord.
I happen to have a lovely rifle. Would you like to see it? Old Winchester.
she'll kind of look towards Aylin.
Can I... this is a little hinky. Can I have use Sense the Unnatural during the conversation with the idea that, like, when Aylin talks about her work, she has a spiel she does use, so she doesn't have to think about it as hard?
You can certainly use it now.
Okay.
Actually, before you make a roll, this has been a normal conversation. It's getting a little weird. I'm going to say you can do either this or insight.
Ooh. I'm going
I
to
have
start with
very poor
insight.
insight.
That feels more realistic. Clara's like, these guys are sus, but Aylin's like, these guys are rich and sus. That could be weird rich or supernatural rich.
Either way, rich, right?
What gets paired with insight?
Wits.
Same pool. 2 successes.
Seems on the level.
All right, I'm gonna I'm not gonna like try to keep Raven from going off with what's his name? Oh my god.
Seeing as Aylin has made no attempt, Raven would seem very interested. I believe my lady Aylin is in sound company, so I would not mind if you're offering.
Certainly. Right this way. And he's going to lead you out and sort of back through the house. Meanwhile, Echo.
Haha, what's up? Everything's going fine.
You have, correct me if I'm wrong, slipped in through the back door?
That
Or
is
did we go
correct.
with a window?
We went with the door.
You find yourself in like a drawing room. Nice places to sit. It looks like there are several paintings, half finished. To one side, you see a door leading into, looks like a hallway, and then a servant's door off to your right. What would you like to do?
So Echo's plan currently is to figure out where in the house this meeting is happening. So probably, assuming servants are going to use the servant passages and the lord and lady of the house are busy, she's going to go to the main hall, like the actual hallway.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. Dex and sneaking.
Sure. What the fuck is this shit?
Looks like 2 successes.
Sure. 3.
Willpower gets you 3. Okay. Real quick, how much willpower do you have left?
1.
Cool. How much does Aylin have?
1.
And how much does Raven have?
Willpower?
Yes.
Remaining 5.
Okay. Cool. Echo, you move out into this hallway. From here, you can kind of get a sense of the layout. Seems like you came in through a room at the northeast corner. There's a similar, like, sitting room at the southeast corner. This hallway connects the east and west sides of the house, and the main doorway and entryway, as well as stairs, are south center. You don't currently see your companions.
In that case, yeah, she's probably gonna try and head toward the south side. So she's gonna try and find a hallway that breaks off that way, and if not, then see if the servant's passage goes that way.
The hallway you're in leads to the main entryway, and as you approach that door, you see Lord Hargreaves and Raven walking together through that space, out of the southwest sitting room.
Well, that answers that question.
What would you like to do then?
Back to the drawing room. She's essentially just gonna backtrack and try and get out of the way.
All right. Aylin, if there's nothing else from Echo.
She's gonna try and keep an eye out and see if they pass by the drawing room, and if they are, then she's going to follow. But otherwise,
They're headed upstairs.
Yeah, you know what? I think once she realizes that they're heading upstairs, she will follow.
Cool. Interesting.
Don't say that!
For
Do
our
you want
viewers,
to
I just made a dice roll. Raven, could you give me wits and awareness, please?
Wits and awareness, yes. 1 second. Oh no. That's only 2.
Cool. Everything seems fine.
Oh no. Oh no.
Lord Hargreaves takes you up the stairs, across sort of a walkway from which one can see the front door, sort of overlooking, and into a bedroom that looks a little underused. Now, I've been keeping a collection of these for some time. Pulls out a key, click, and reveals several large bore rifles.
Do they appear very well kept in comparison to like the rest of the room?
Have you roll intelligence plus your firearm skill.
That's a 2.
I think the thing you know on a 2 is that typically the reason that someone like Lord Hargreaves would own guns is because they shoot birds for sport or hunt foxes. None of these guns are good for those things. Either he hunts larger things or he has weapons because he intends to fight with them.
Do they appear like antiques or definitely not antiques, I'm assuming, considering your wording?
One of them's a little older. It's a single shot rifle. I think it's called a Mauser. No, that's a bolt action. A single shot rifle. Another is like a bolt action, like you might use personally. And then a pistol. And he's pulled out, lever action. Very nice, like filigree on the side. Pulled it out. What do you think? Not bad, right?
Is he handing the weapon to her or just presenting it?
Presenting it at the moment.
She'll look it over. Very well kept, sir.
Meanwhile, downstairs.
I should have told you not to go far.
Hindsight's 20/20.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Clara,
Yeah?
you're here with Miss Elizabeth Hargreaves. Mrs. And she's smiling at you. And she's pretty. She's kind of really pretty. So tell me about yourself. What do you like to do? I'm going to need you to roll willpower.
I was like, listen, that's my line. Can I add dice to a willpower roll if I've got nothing?
So in this case, you're rolling unspent, or you're rolling all your willpower.
I know. That's the problem.
Right, not including how many you've used. Like your starting total.
Oh, okay, that's better.
I believe you roll, because technically the roll is like resolve and composure for mind affecting things. That just also happens to be your total willpower.
Okay, I can make that work. It's not great. It's not ideal. One success.
Looks like one success there, bud. Cool. Yeah. I think after recent events, first of all, it's been a while since you were around someone you felt like you could maybe like or really like, and she seems so caring. Maybe you should, unburden yourself a little. Certainly the last few days have burdened you.
I think Aylin shifts in her chair a little bit. Instead of sitting up straight, she kind of leans again to get a little more comfortable. I understand the irony of the statement I'm about to make, but it is rare that I meet another woman who shares a similar interest.
I understand completely.
I must say, this is my interest in the occult, however, it is natural. I was always in tune with the spiritual world as it was. Is that similar? Could you say that's something that you found as well?
Some consider it alien to take an interest in that which is beyond our mortal understanding. I feel it is alien not to. Who wouldn't be interested? And as she says interested, you get the sense, oh, maybe she's interested in me.
So, this is above table. Is there a supernatural effect happening?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not going to fight this. Yes, so many men try to answer the question, what happens beyond the grave? And obviously we have religion, and there's obviously God and heaven, etc. But our understanding is so low, and it is hard to discount the beliefs of those like the Egyptians who have gone through such lengths to preserve their place in the afterlife and the sanctity of their spirits.
Certainly.
The truth of the matter is I found that I had a natural relationship with them from quite a young age, but when I was living in Paris, there was, I believe something sparked it there.
Such a magical place.
In a way.
I understand having a bond to the strange, to the beyond, so to speak. If I may be so bold, and I hope you'll not take offense at me for asking, is that why you sought out my associate, Mr. Delaney?
Your associate?
Yes, we have done some business together. He mentioned you.
What sort of business do you do with him?
Oh, nothing strange or untoward, dear. I just like to know who my friends know, and I would love for us to be friends.
I think I would like that as well.
So how do you know him?
A friend of a friend, which isn't a lie.
A friend of a friend, I see. And you're all friends together? A group of you?
Oh, I do not think so. It just happenstance. Mr. Delaney and I have a meeting up tomorrow, actually.
I'm going to need you to give me manipulation plus subterfuge, and I'm going to give you -2 dice.
Farts. 3 successes.
3 is not bad.
God damn it!
Doesn't beat 4.
I'm losing to a vampire.
She gets up out of her chair, walks across the room, and sits down next to you. Aylin. May I call you Aylin?
Of course, if we're to be friends.
I wonder, your incident the other night, these strange new friends, and you asked about us. Are you quite all right? Obviously, I don't mean to pry. It is your business, of course. But people are beginning to say that, like certain performers of your caliber before, you've become a little strange.
Was it Houdini, that fuck?
Oh, no, I don't think he's aware of any of this yet.
I think it is inevitable in our line of work that we become a bit strange.
But what then, in your strange proceedings, compelled you to start looking into us?
To be quite honest, I am worried about my fiancé.
Deception.
The incident... Damn it.
And -3.
Oh, come on.
You can smell her perfume.
Hold on, I have to do basic math. All right, we're good.
You can smell her perfume, and that was a bald-faced lie.
I know. 3 successes.
3 is good. She got 6.
Oh my god.
6 hits on 6 dice.
The dice really tell a fucking story.
Yeah.
As they're talking, and Aylin's guard is down, some of her other, like, human habits are going to start coming out. So, like, so as they're talking, she starts to unconsciously fiddle with a necklace that she has, which is a string of very faded pink ribbon and a very beat up, chipped wooden cross.
Okay. She puts her hand. She takes your hand in your lap. Aylin, who sent you here?
Genuinely, I have made the arrangements to meet you.
You're not working for anyone?
No.
I'm gonna need one more check.
Yeah, I know.
I'm actually gonna have you roll another willpower.
Feel
And then
free,
I want-
for any of the other players, any of the rest of our party, to show back up.
Mm-hmm.
This is so entertaining.
Echo, I do want a wits and awareness check, please.
3 successes.
Sure.
I'm gonna die.
Don't do that.
I don't think I'm going to get a choice if the dice keep doing this.
That's a full nothing on wits awareness.
Cool.
And I don't have willpower to spend.
Echo, your eyes are firmly focused ahead of you on Lord Hargreaves, who has handed off a lever-action rifle to Raven, and they're discussing it in the upstairs bedroom. Lady Hargreaves leans forward. Aylin, you
Yes.
are remarkable, truly. And I admit, I'm disappointed that this conversation wasn't more fruitful. Perhaps we're just not close enough to really be honest with each other. Would you like to be closer? And at this point, she is inches from your face.
Hey, weird question.
Yes.
This isn't some alternate reality where it's super cool we're all gay, right?
Not really. But she's
Man,
definitely trying to kiss you.
Oh yeah, I'm a dumbass. I think, oh no.
She's also hands down the most charming, kindest, welcoming person you've ever met.
Yeah, no, I think I've succumbed to the fact that this is, even with Aylin's you don't bullshit a bullshitter sort of situation, this is something else. Your husband is upstairs.
And
I just want to be aware of the situation.
she rolls her eyes. This could have been so cute. And then she bites your neck.
God damn it! Can I use thwart the unnatural? Does that work right now?
We're gonna go to the upstairs group real quick. And you can look up the specific rules. I believe it's like an action to do a ceremony thing.
God damn it.
Thwart is reactive, but it only works on mental effect.
Right, it's repel the unnatural that gets you physical distance.
Correct.
And I took thwart, you asshole.
And I watched you do it in the pregame session, and I said nothing.
OT, I know where you live.
Actually, I think we have to stay with this for one more second. Just because I'm going to give you a chance to make one roll, and it's going to be willpower. And if you succeed, you can make a noise.
Yeah, let's
if you
go.
think that's what Aylin would do.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna do a thing. Yeah, I will try. I'm not an idiot.
Okay.
2 successes?
Against her charm, which is a dice pool of 6.
I hate it here.
Sorry, bud. This is hot as hell.
Yeah, sure, go to someone else.
Echo, you're upstairs.
Yep.
You, for the moment, are unobserved. You haven't seen or heard any servants running around. You could kind of, sneak around and take a look if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the plan. Yeah, I mean, realistically, at this point, she has a good beat on where exactly Raven is, so she probably would go try and find Aylin.
Okay.
Alright, I
Give
know
me
where
another stealth
half
check.
of them are. Okay. 4.
That's impressive. And solidly beats 0 hits. You saw where Raven came out of the side room. The door there is ajar, but mostly closed.
So, I have, and I'm hoping they're distracted enough that it will be okay. I have some mirrors. I would like to try and get one of those like, kind of through the door so I can kind of peek in what's going on without having to actually open the door.
Yeah. You creep back down the stairs, move up to the door. You hear quiet talking. Pull out this mirror and slide it through. They are engaged in... Make me a wits and awareness check.
All right.
Let's see if you can clock the difference between two women making out and a vampire feeding. 3 successes is sufficient. At first, you're like, oh, wow, they're making out, and then you see blood.
Okay, well, that's gonna paint how things are about to go, unfortunately. Echo is going to try and make her way into the room
Cool.
as quietly as possible.
I'm going to make a straight luck roll. On a 1 through 5, Lady Hargreaves has her back to the door as she's feeding. On a 6 through 10, there is no way you open this door without being seen.
Okay.
That's a 4. The element of surprise is yours.
Yeah, I mean, I think Echo is going full, like, sneak up behind this woman, and she's going to, so as to avoid stabbing Aylin as much as possible, kind of try and bring the knife down from, above, so it kind of goes in through Lady Hargreaves' front. And this is going to go sideways so fast.
Cool. Make an attack roll. Melee.
4?
Lady Hargreaves, I'm just going to roll her perception against your previous stealth, which I believe was also 4.
Yes.
She has 5 dice, 3 successes. She does not hear you coming. She does not get a dodge, so you will deal the knife's damage plus 4 to this woman.
I believe that is 2, so 6 total. But let me just double check. It's either 1 or 2. Light piercing, yep, so it's 6 total.
Cool. Yeah, you stab Lady Hargreaves in, I'm gonna say, like, the head.
Yeah.
And she whips around, knife still in her head, and screams. At this point, we're going full initiative. Aylin, you're gonna mark a box of aggravated damage.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Freyja, you hear
Yes.
a scream from downstairs. You've been talking to Lord Mordred for a minute. He's like, yes, the filigree is very nice. I've just had the sights tuned. As he hears the scream, he's going to reach for the other rifle.
I have the rifle in my hand.
You have one of the rifles in your hand. You don't know if it's loaded. He's going for the other one.
Oh, immediately going to smack the hand with the butt of the rifle.
Excellent. Make a melee attack.
Melee is...
Dex plus melee. Or, if you want to just jump on him, Dex plus brawl.
Dex plus roll. That's the one I want to do. Yeah.
So in that case, you drop the nice rifle and just grab him.
5 successes.
Holy shit!
He's going to roll his physical pool
Oh, no.
and also get
Oh.
5 successes.
What
Anybody know
happens?
offhand who wins on a tie?
I don't know.
Defender.
I think he's
Unfortunately, the defender wins.
cool. So he gets the rifle, grabs it. Dang, that's unfortunate, because he is going to shoot at you.
Okay.
I'm going to give him less dice for the fact that you are, like, grappling him, but you're going to need to kind of just survive, I think.
Fingers crossed.
No, he's using a gun in melee. I am going to give you a dodge. That's what I'm going to do. Not give him a penalty, but let you dodge.
What is dodge? Dex, and I'm assuming
I think there's a dodge skill, isn't there?
Athletics.
athletics. So Dex and athletics.
Yes.
That's a 3.
He got 4. Okay, you are shot.
Uh-oh!
It's been nice, y'all.
You immediately take... You only got 1 net success, so you're going to take 4 points of lethal damage. What is your health track?
I'm at 1 right now.
Cool. You can tell he's trying to shoot you in the chest. At the last minute, you bend sideways and throw up your hand, and he instead shoots you in the shoulder. Your left arm is completely disabled. And we are now in combat. Melee attackers go first. You can also run or attempt social actions.
Remember before the session started when I was like, maybe I should take points in Brawl?
Well, yeah.
I'm just thinking very fondly about that.
Yeah.
Do I have faculties about me so I can get out of this?
I'm going to give you another willpower roll, and the threshold is considerably lower since there is active violence and there's a knife sticking out of her head. Like, get one hit on that. Cool.
2.
Yeah, shit's not good. You've lost blood. You had kind of a pleasant experience.
Yeah, we'll unpack it later.
Yeah, there's a little, like, post-spa, little afterglow going on. But also you are bleeding, and it's bad now. So let's go from the top.
Yeah.
Combat order. Aylin, what are you going to do?
Get away. I think I'm going to use everything I can to put distance between me and Lady Elizabeth.
Okay, you're going to run for it.
Yeah.
The door is past her. I don't think she considers you a threat right now, so she's not going to try and jump on you. She's instead going to try and jump on the person who just stabbed her, which is going to be Echo.
Understandable.
Freyja, what are you going to do?
What gun did he shoot me with? Do I know if it's multi-chamber or single shot?
It is a single shot.
Do I see ammo in the drawer? Like when he opened the drawer, did I see any ammo boxes, anything like that?
I'm going to go with yes.
Knowing it's a single shot, I still have my revolver.
Yes.
Do I know if any of the ammo is compatible?
Wits plus firearms. And I'm going to say on 2 successes or better, you can pick out the rounds you need at a glance.
That's 3.
Yes.
I'm going to grab the box of ammo that is compatible and run.
Cool. He is going to give chase and try to tackle you.
Okay.
So I'm going to need another dodge roll as he employs his prodigious size.
And that is Dex and Athletics. Come on, please.
Holy shit.
8.
Oh, thank God.
8 against his 4. What form of, like, Black Widow-style acrobatics do you perform to get out of this man's way?
As he's lunging, she's going to kind of do a twist, like a pirouette, around the corner as he ramps himself into the door.
Yeah, so fast. You're moving one direction, then you're moving another. There's a look of confusion, not that you see it, but there is a look of sudden confusion on his face as his full force lunges out into the hallway. Yeah, excellent. Next in the order, Termite.
Yeah, so I have the second knife on me.
Yeah,
It's going to find its way into the woman that already has one sticking out of her head.
cool. She is going to attempt to avoid this. Go ahead and make your attack roll. And then she's going to do something else.
5.
5 is good. Certainly beats her 2. So, yeah, you definitely stab her again. Also, give me a quick, give me resolve plus composure.
Alright. Nope.
Cool. See, real quick, you deal another 5 points of damage, which is considerable. She's bleeding profusely, but I think there's definitely a moment as you, grab her, and she's got her arms on your arms, and you're looking her in the eye, and you feel a swell of regret. How did I do this to this person? What is wrong with me? What have I done? A almost compulsion to help her, and then blood begins to leak out, and she's growling, but her eyes aren't fully open. Yeah. She, just check my math here, collapses, and the feeling starts to fade. Meanwhile, Aylin, you have made it to the front door. The butler is standing there.
I fucking swear if he's a vampire, I'm gonna scream.
He is blocking the door.
I'm gonna go through him. However that manifests.
Cool.
Actually, no, there's no waiting. The other two are better at this than I am. They will understand.
Okay. So strength plus athletics or brawl.
All right.
1 hit on 2
One
dice.
hit on 2 dice.
He gets 3 on 5.
Yeah, I figured.
You approach this guy. I actually should have given you 1 less dice for blood loss. But as you approach this guy, he just puts up his hand and shoves you back. No leaving.
You cannot be serious right now.
Lord and lady ain't done with their fun.
All right. Yeah, I turn around and scream for Veretta. You're aware of the
Raven.
situation. We can go.
Yeah, Raven, what would you like to do?
I'm assuming I'm down the stairs by now.
You are... The stairs are like up around a corner and up again. So let's say you've made it to the landing. You have a clear view of Aylin in the entryway, blocked by this butler, and you're halfway down the stairs. You also have a clear view of Lord Mordred, who has gotten back up and is grinning and has full fangs.
Oh, lovely.
We should just set the house on fire at this point.
I mean, knowing how well she's trained Lucian, would she know if Lucian would be able to hear her if she called for assistance at this time?
Give me a roll. Give me wits and animal ken.
That's a 2.
Lucian is every bit as loyal as he is intelligent. There's a part of you that's like, he may already be going for help. But if he's not, calling for him would certainly set that in motion.
She's going to whistle the signal for assistance as she's running, as she's trained Lucian to understand that means get aid, so that he can go and summon the soldiers that they ordered, and is going to make a beeline for Aylin while screaming, "I need your assistance."
Cool. Aylin, Aylin, you see Raven. Her outfit is ruined because there is a chunk of shoulder missing. Like, between the ball joint and the clavicle, where there should be body, it kind of just looks like there's not.
All
There's
right.
so much blood.
Okay, question for you. Silly questions, but questions all the same. Is this house using gas lighting, or is this house using oil lamps, or is this house using newfangled electricity? I don't know when that becomes popular.
That would be the recent addition to the options list, which is electricity.
Damn it.
They rich.
You think a vampire wouldn't think of that?
No, I know. And they don't have any fires in the fireplaces.
Afraid not. It's kind of the
Alright.
last thing they would ever do in their entire existence.
No, I know. I was hoping that they would be like, no, we're trying to be human. All right.
Give me an insight check real quick. As these thoughts are racing through Aylin's mind, you're woozy, but you're trying to put stuff together. 3 successes. She knew you were looking into her. They intentionally disarmed your bodyguard. He went up and got out a gun. This wasn't an accident.
No, listen. Yeah, that made sense. Now that I'm away from her, this all makes sense now. I think even to the point that Aylin's flimsy understanding of, not even flimsy, Aylin's understanding of the occult has put, 2 and 2 together on this.
Real quick, was there anything else from Raven? Or you're just going? You're running?
As she's running, she's going to try and... Obviously, the room where the meeting took place, are there any other rooms that she could see?
If you take a hard right away from the front door, you head through a door. Echo knows where that goes, but I don't think you do at this point.
No, she's going to beeline for the front door.
Cool. There is a ghoul, and Aylin is standing right there. Spoiler alert, he's a ghoul.
If you have a gun, I'll get out of the way.
She's going to throw the box of ammo at Aylin and kind of motion for her to move out of the way and run right into the ghoul.
Okay. Strength
With
plus
her
brawl.
good shoulder. With her good shoulder.
With your good shoulder. Excellent. Strength plus... either strength plus brawl or athletics. Depending on if it's a punch or just a shove.
It would be more like a shove, I would assume, like ramming into you, like football style. I don't know
Right on,
what
yeah.
we consider that.
Athletics.
Athletics? Okay. 4 successes.
4's not bad. He gets 2. You slam this guy into the door. The door, which is not unlocked at the moment, buckles and starts to like hang off its hinge a little bit, but the guy uses that impact and the door behind him to set back on his feet. Then you hear another crash behind you and glance up just in time to see Lord Hargreaves fully just power through the railing, jump off the second floor, and launch himself at you.
Shit.
You need a dodge roll.
Dodge. That was
Dex and athletics.
Athletics.
For any future players of this system, athletics is good.
Yeah, very good. Very, very good.
3 successes. I'm going to ask this because it's a desperate moment. Are you comfortable with that, or do you want to use willpower? Oh, also, you can use your desperation dice, which is now 2, because shit is hitting the fan. And you were in combat with the supernatural, so you definitely have access to those desperation.
Oh, she's desperate. She would use the dice. How do I roll that with this new system?
At this point, just add 2.
Okay.
And if either of them are a 1, we'll know that's bad. They are not.
1
Cool.
success. So that's 4 then.
4 total. Unless you want to use willpower.
Yeah. I want to be as successful as possible.
Reroll your failures.
Does that count for desperation as well?
Yeah, reroll that as well.
Well, you only reroll 3.
Tragic. Okay, so good news.
Either way, that's 5.
That takes you up to 5 successes. That is a 1 on your desperation dice.
Yeah.
So you can either push it and increase the danger and take the success, or fail the roll, which in this case will certainly mean grievous injury.
I'm gonna push it. Sorry, guys.
All right,
No, it's
gang.
okay.
I don't know how we get. Yeah, I don't know how we get out of this otherwise.
The danger rises.
If it's not already risen, I don't know what else it could be.
You turn. You've just thrown your shoulder into this ghoul. You turn. You see this vampire coming at you. Aylin, you're right there. You have a clear view. Echo, you're just turning with this beautiful woman rapidly turning into an emaciated husk in front of you. Terrifying. All 3 of you, well, both of you watch as Raven moves, seems to kick off of nothing and becomes an absolute blur in the air, moving to the far side of the room, faster than anything you've ever seen.
We don't have time to unpack that right now.
And on 4 successes, that attack would certainly have downed you, possibly killed.
I lived.
You
Yay! Now to unpack what that was.
And Echo.
He was running at me. Does he hit the door?
He was jumping off the upper floor. So he lands where you were standing and is now between you guys and the door next to his butler.
Got it.
I mean, yeah, I think Echo... trying to think... I don't think she's dumb enough... No, she has a flaw. Yeah, she's just gonna charge in there with the knife.
So you pull one of your knives out of Lady Crane
Oh, yeah.
and run back in?
Yep.
Which one are you attacking?
Oh, fuck. That's an excellent question. Probably Lord Mordred.
Cool. At this point, he is sporting wild eyes, a maniacal grin, like a full lunatic, and big old fangs.
Yeah, seems like the right choice.
Make your attack. He's going to try and fight back, which means if he succeeds, you take damage. And he does.
I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna mentally impair myself and reroll. There we go.
7.
Oh, it was worth it.
Cool. So you come in for like a high jab to the face. He steps forward, grabs you by the throat, and is about to crush your throat, and you drop the knife into your other hand and slash him across the chest, conveniently convincing him to release you. Your damage is 5 for that?
Yep.
Excellent. Cool. In D&D terms, he is not yet bloodied.
I didn't think so.
Next, we go back to the top. Aylin, shit's going bad.
I'm rapidly running out of things to be able to do.
Well, you're holding bullets.
And no gun.
Go load Raven's gun. She only has one hand.
That
No,
was my
yeah.
plan, was to give you the gun, but you know,
Yeah,
the
can I
giant appeared.
Can I get the gun from Raven and load it in one round?
You can load the gun, and then you can either be holding it or have Raven be holding it.
Do you look like you can shoot the gun right now? You're going to do better than I will because I have 0 points in firearms.
I trust my aim.
Right hand still works.
All right, I'm loading it and putting it in Freyja in Raven's hand and using it to support, like supporting her if I can.
Cool. Seeing this, Lord Mordred is going to attack you. Melee actions resolve first, I believe. No, interactions resolve first. But he is coming after you.
Me or Aylin?
Aylin.
Because Raven would just aim and pull the trigger.
Excellent. You get to roll your shot first. Pretty sure. I'm double checking the order of combat, but I think ranged attacks trump melee.
And that would be dex and firearms, correct?
Oh, reloads happen last. Close combat happens first.
Ah.
So Hargreaves sees the person with the bullets going to the person with the gun and attacks the person with the bullets. Dodge roll from Aylin. Or a fight back roll if you have something better.
Dodge is going to be better than fighting back. 1 success.
He only gets 2. His fingers have, he grabs you. Yeah, he's just going to full flat palm to the chest, knock you into the wall. You feel wood break along with several ribs. 3 points of damage.
Superficial damage?
I believe so, yes.
All right.
Then the next close combatants are Echo, if you're going to try and slash somebody again. And this ghoul is going to try and jump on you.
That's totally fine. Echo wants that guy's attention on her and not the person that is running support. So yeah, she's going to try and slash at him again.
Cool. Yeah, he's going to try and counterattack on you. He gets 3 successes. To your 4. Good with that knife. You inflict 2 more points of damage.
So, important thing to learn. Don't turn your back on the fucker with the knife, dumbass.
Mouthy. Then the ghoul is going to try and club you in the back of the head. Pretty ironic, considering your jab there.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a dodge.
Sure.
Against his 2.
That's 3.
All right. At this point, Aylin, you get over there. You put the bullets in. Give me a dex and athletics check real quick. Or if you have something else that would be like fine motor skills.
Larceny?
Hold on. Nah, it's the same pool.
Nah, damn.
Aylin's good with her hands? What do you mean?
You
Listen,
don't
it's not
canonically know
fine
that
motor
yet.
skill.
Nobody canonically knows that at this point.
Well, Aylin's a huckster. Oh god, one success.
Cool. You get 2 rounds in the pistol.
That's fine. We should only need 1, right?
Freyja, you may now attack.
Concern. With Aylin's talking about only needing 1, a slight bit of concern breaks through the facade as she aims towards the Lord Hargreaves' head and fires.
Make your attack roll.
Spend willpower.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Cool. He's going to put on some vampire speed to try and avoid you. So he's going to reduce the damage by 1.
Still only 3 successes, Jesus.
Did you add your 2 desperation?
I did not.
Do you want
Want
to?
to.
If I get hit again, I'm going down.
It'll be nice to have our Fridays back.
Cold. It was cold.
It was.
We're gonna die.
I put a lot of work into this.
I'm rolling. I'm sorry.
Neither
Oh,
of them's a
okay.
1
And there's
additional
one.
success. So you hit him for 6 damage in the head. You fully knock a chunk of his face out. He has no left eye now. He's stumbling a little bit, and he turns to you. You're gonna suffer for that. This is our house. Behind him, a beginning to recuperate herself, Lady Elizabeth crawls out of the sitting room, screeches, "Our house! Our house! You'll never leave!" There is an explosion. The ghoul at the front door, his chest explodes outward as Captain Price and 4 guys with shotguns enter the room. Price is looking to you like, kill them? You want them dead?
Kill them.
Absolutely.
Kill them now.
A rain of gunfire tears these 2 vampires to ribbons. A moment later, 4 ghouls in, like, servants' outfits with knives and clubs enter the room and are also promptly cut down. You hear several shots from the back of the house as your forces not only dramatically outgun, but also outnumber the defenders.
Thanks, some assistance was very much needed.
Price is looking at your shoulder. He's seen a lot of injuries, and he's like, "Yep, that's a real one. You're pretty good. Come on, let's get you patched up."
Please.
Yeah, what do you guys do now?
Get out of...
You're in the front of this house that clearly belonged to vampires who were involved.
As much as I want to burn the place to the ground, can I make sure that if they're... kill the monsters and then save the house, we're going to want to go through their things later, after we're patched up.
Also, make sure they can survive a lot. Make sure their bodies are, like, sealed away in, like, metal coffins.
When you are done with them, they should be ash.
Both of you give me an occult roll. Because in all fairness, I don't know if you know to do that.
I was
could
just
make an
basing off the
argument.
fact that I blew off his head and he's turned around and talked to me.
That's fair. Definitely get like a +2.
I could make an argument.
First-hand experience. Yeah, I'm looking for like 1 success.
Yeah, I got 3.
Cool. Rolled in general.
God damn it.
I got 2 success.
Oh yeah. These 2 need to be like just straight up burn the bodies. Echo, you are unharmed, I believe.
That is correct. Although she's very tired.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. But it only took, 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Would you like to try and investigate this place? Or should we skip to after everyone is... Let's skip to after everyone is patched up. These soldiers, talk to some guys, to some constables from Scotland Yard who are like, "What the hell is going on? We heard a lot of gunshots." And they're like, official business, official business, official business, fuck off.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Echo is going to be no help in investigating right now because she has -2 to all mental things.
Because you're out of willpower?
So I'm out of willpower, yep.
Yep.
I think if we can have time to recuperate before an investigation happens, that would be nice.
Yeah, you guys can they get you patched up, and as they're securing the place, you guys can, take a second in the nice drawing room and catch your breath and do a little healing.
Well, that could have gone better.
Looking at the hole in her shoulder, yes, significantly better.
Price gets a critical success on patching up your shoulder. You're going to recover... Yeah, I'll double check the rule, but I think you're going to recover your physical track back to, stun damage.
How much health would that be?
You go back to... So there are 3 levels of damage. There's, superficial, lethal, and aggravated.
Uh-huh.
You were at 4 lethal, and you're going to go back to 0 lethal, but you're still at 4 aggravated.
Gotcha.
No, 4 superficial.
Okay.
Yeah, he healed you and turned your lethal damage into aggravated. That's not healing.
Yeah.
Aylin, how much damage did you take in?
I have 3 superficial and 1 aggravated.
Cool. You go down to 1 superficial. The aggravated is converted to lethal. You still have a fair amount of blood loss.
I was less worried. I was like, oh yeah, I'll go eat a cookie.
Yeah. Cookies and apple juice.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there apple juice?
A couple of the soldiers are they've treated injuries and people who've suffered blood loss in armed conflict. So they absolutely bring you guys some food. Like, we own this house now, so let's raid the larder. And then how would you guys like to investigate?
All right.
Everybody gets a willpower back.
All of us just like
You
sitting
don't
there.
You don't get a penalty on your rolls because, okay. Here's the thing. It happened, and they're dead now. You came in here, you got ambushed, you're alive, they're not.
I love your perspective on healing trauma.
Oh, all our willpower restored. I'm good.
There you go.
All right.
Also, actually, I think mechanically speaking, 2 of you did accomplish your goals. Defeated a supernatural in combat and proved that you are better than them.
That's true.
That is true.
Wild.
I did do damage to my quarry, so yeah.
Shot him in the goddamn face.
Yeah?
Alright.
All right. So, with the deliberate movement of people who've just been fucked up, obviously, this has gone terribly. Should
I
we?
mean, it could have been worse. At least nobody's dead. Well, aside from them, but I think they had it coming.
Nobody who matters is dead. Have you been upstairs to... where did you go?
I went in through the back. I found a drawing room. Then I came up here, ran into Raven and the late Lord going up the stairs. Followed them, watched them for a bit. Then I came down and found you getting.
Don't worry about it.
No roll
Getting what?
necessary.
I saw.
Unnecessary.
No roll necessary.
So there was more to it than you just getting attacked. Got it.
An just tonight. If there's an office, I'd like to start there.
Well, I know where the bedroom is. At least one of them.
Bedroom.
It's where he stored the guns.
Just where the guns were kept.
It had not been touched.
Bold
It was
choices.
filthy. Which begs the question, if they're not sleeping in the bedrooms.
We can check for a basement as well. In fact, let's see if we can start there. Is there like a cellar or a basement or, an underground space in this house?
Give me investigation checks all around.
Sure.
Wits.
While we're investigating, Raven's also going to grab the extra pistol and give it to Aylin.
Cool.
Thank you, darling. Are you actually kidding me right now?
You do get to add your desperation because you're an inquisitor.
I'm at it. All right, hold on.
So it's investigation and what?
Wits.
Got it.
Yeah, nothing.
Fucking hell.
I don't see shit. I am reroll. Can I willpower reroll the initial rolls?
In theory, I believe you would willpower it all.
Willpower
yeah.
rerolls 3 dice.
I put that in general.
Cool.
1 success.
I have 2 successes.
1 success, 2 success, and 1 success. Searching the upstairs is somewhat predictably fruitless. It appears the storage of weapons and perhaps several of the servants probably stayed here. The ground floor shows more signs of use. It seems that Mrs. Hargreaves did in fact paint and perhaps play the piano. Signs that they've entertained guests somewhat recently. Descending into the basement, the kitchen is lightly used. There are stores of food. Nothing especially impressive, although some nice tea. It's at the back of the basement that you encounter something unusual. There appears to be a locked door, and scrounging around the dead bodies turns up a key. Inside is a lavishly decorated bedroom. Something you would expect to see at a house of ill repute, perhaps. Far too much red and smooth fabrics. There's a desk that a little investigation will reveal is a treasure trove of letters, sent and a few unsent, communicating with a variety of unsavory individuals. But that's not what initially grabs your attention. As you enter the room, you note 3 individuals, chained and clearly weakened. One of them is kind of a thin, goofy-looking guy with, Termite, please describe Jaden Church, Allison Todd, and Willow Allen,
Oh boy.
your previous team.
Yeah, so Jaden is in current condition, probably not looking great. Very wiry, fairly tall. And he's just covered in scars that seem old. He looks... Yeah, he's very... How do I describe it? Mousy, almost? But
Yeah.
tall. Gangly, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
Allison, in maybe any other situation, would be fucking gorgeous. Kind of face that, walk into a room, all eyes go to her. Blonde hair, which is probably very ratty and not well kept. And Willow is well built, very, very stocky. But he's also got that kind of air about himself that, like, he seems like he knows more than he lets on, and he seems more... He pays attention more than it seems like he should, quote-unquote, for the kind of person he looks like.
For sure. And Echo, you open the door and see your 3 friends bound in a vampire's den.
Well, this ain't gonna fucking do it all. She immediately sees about trying to, undo these chains. Searching for keys. And if nothing else, she will pick the locks on all of them.
All right. They do eventually come free. You have to help them get out, but as you do, Willow, his eyes flutter open. He's like, "Oh, good. It's you. Are we gonna die?"
Not if I have anything to say about it. Thank you for listening to The Great Game. If you enjoy this story, please make sure to subscribe and review wherever you're listening to our podcast. You can find more of our actual plays on our website at www.haldhavenstudios.com. Please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/haldhavenstudios. Your support helps make more stories like this possible.
You guys collected a trove of intel and several pretty exsanguinated hostages after surviving an encounter with 2 vampires. The nasty husband and wife couple, the Lord and Lady Hargreaves. Fair to say you collect all these letters and such.
Oh, yeah.
And come the next day, when you're a little more rested and restored, Raven, you won't be using that arm again for a couple of weeks, at least.
Understandable, honestly.
You are operating with a sling. You are a one-handed girly. That said, we are prepared to enter a little bit of downtime as you guys sift through this information and start making plans and moves. You arrive the next morning back at your weird HQ. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm certainly going to sift through these, through any papers we got.
Yeah, absolutely.
Investigation checks all around.
Alright.
And Aylin, you can definitely use your specialization.
That's wits and investigation, correct? Or intelligence?
Wits in this case, or intelligence.
Okay.
Hold on, I get one more die.
I have 3.
I got 1.
6.
Fuck.
All successes, man. Finally. Awesome. I'm really min-maxed somehow.
So, Echo, you're looking over these papers and you're like, these are clearly communications between these vampires and some sketchy people. And after about an hour of sifting through what the others are sort of putting aside, you're like, I think this is the cult. I think these are all cultists. Raven, you immediately take some of these letters and spot that they're using codes. They're like writing an innocuous note about the weather today, and it's actually encoded communication, and you just start pounding those out, translating. Here's what it actually says, and passing them. And Aylin, you
It's actually
start
7
assembling.
successes on 6 dice.
It's actually, because you only got 1 crit.
Oh, it should be doubled.
You need 2 crits in order for them to count as 2.
All right.
And did that include your desperation dice?
It did not. I keep forgetting that we have desperation dice.
You still have 2.
One moment.
Please get a 1. It would be so funny.
1 success.
Cool. So that's a total of 7 successes.
Yes.
You have been through a fair number of different communities, different organizations. You've known a lot of people. You've gotten pretty good at figuring out who knows who. And I think fully from these letters, you start first in your head and then on one of the walls of your little meeting area to assemble your board of here's who's who and here's who they're connected to. You begin to map out the activities and communiques of the Cult of Lords in England. You start
Wild.
pulling names and connecting them to dates, parties. So-and-so saw such and such. We met with this person. We talked about this. You're like, okay, so if I can find anyone who was at that party and saw those people talking, those are both cultists. Those are people we can go after. You and Raven start putting together a couple of things talking about patrols and things seen, objects recovered, things ignored, and pretty quickly are able to put down a dozen names of corrupt inspectors at Scotland Yard who can just be picked up, arrested, and presumably interrogated. Yeah, on 7 successes, it takes you about all of the morning and most of the afternoon to map out some 300 individuals who are definitely members.
So we have a large problem here.
It's so many.
Well, not just that, but if we act on this information, they're going to go into hiding.
If they're not already in hiding now after what happened to the Hargreaves.
True.
I
We
will
were not
say,
particularly subtle.
mechanical note, with a clear view of the threat you're up against, a sense of relief washes over you and your desperation goes down by 1.
Well, that's nice.
Continue, please. Echo, you've caught up. You're like, it took you an hour to put together that they were on the cult and they'd already, between the two of them, exposed 40 cultists. But you're now caught up to everybody's stuff.
And there's definitely no inner circle members in these communiques, are there? That we can tell.
There is one that's a little suspicious that jumps out to you. It's to a contact named Vox. It is an unsent letter from Lady Hargreaves, and it says, "Your information has panned out better than we hoped. Thieves confiscated the items, and we sent them from London under Claw's protection. The Brotherhood makes ready the spells we require, but we have yet to hear back from the outsiders. Perhaps the winds of spring are too distracting. Nonetheless, we move forward. Vivit Regem." Which, I think on 7 hits. Do any of you know Latin?
Let's say I do.
Yeah, Vivit Regem loosely translates to health or goodwill to kings, plural.
So we have a very large cult of people moving with a lot of resources in support of multiple kings.
Well, that's certainly interesting.
King socialism.
And the fact that this person here, this Vox, seems to be a liaison or a king themselves.
The 3 of us, even with the resources we have, cannot act on any of this in scale.
Well, not alone. But we can potentially talk to Price and arrange to remove them all.
It would have to all be at once.
And it
There's
would
a-
definitely not happen overnight.
There's a lot to unpack. Who is Vox? Why do they need the crown jewels and all of this? Who is Claw? What are the spells the Brotherhood needs?
Who
We're
are
the
the Brotherhood?
outsiders.
I'm going to start by trying to decipher, try to find links on the code names.
Yeah. Let's all. It's gonna take longer to dig through and look for these details. This is your preliminary. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. Throwing things up on the board. Very Pepe Sylvia. Yes. What is everybody gonna be doing over the next couple of days? Are there any on the ground moves you want to make, or do you want to focus on this intel and maybe contacting Price, getting people moving, looking into personal stuff? Given what you guys just went through, more field work, both Price and Boreal are you should maybe stay in the office for a little while. An encounter with a vampire is not a thing to be taken lightly.
I think, in addition to in-office shit, but I don't think we want anyone to spook them. So just collecting information for now and trying to get a timeline as to what's going on. I want to focus on detangling the names, but also as a little side project, I want to see what I want to confirm or deny what we know of the occult at this point. Aylin's got a background in it because she's been faking it for so long. I think she's moving further into let's see how we can actually stop this.
Okay. That actually brings up another question. Because you've collected a fair amount of information, you've made discernible progress. You don't have the jewels, but that's the kind of thing that would expand your operation. So if you, as Boreal and Price are both urging you to do, we need to tell the Queen what we found.
We definitely need to.
Yes, we probably should, yeah.
Absolutely, I don't see why not.
You're looped in, or she's given a report. Very low-key, very hush-hush. And the next day, your organizational budget is quadrupled. Anyone who spent wealth regains it.
Yay!
And you guys can pick 3 perks from the Safe House perk list that you now have access to.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, we each get to pick a perk, or just one perk in general?
1 perk each. And you already have Concealed Arsenal.
Yay! I want that library.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can start cross-referencing your own knowledge of the strange and occult with lots of books. I believe you can also stack some of these. Is that crazy? You can take it multiple times to improve the benefits?
Some of them you can take multiple times, yeah. Security.
Oh, what page is this on? Just wanted to confirm.
78, 79.
Perfect, thank you.
Oh, there isn't a library in this.
No, because library is an edge.
Boo. All right, then it'll take me longer than.
I mean,
what we have
potentially
yeah.
you have luxury.
Hidden Armory, Panic Room, Watchman, Laboratory, Luxury, Postern, which is a rear exit, Security System, Medical Setup.
Raven, do you have medical knowledge?
Only enough to survive,
Interesting. All right.
but minimal at best.
All right. As much as our magic dream house is fascinating, I do want to go back to research.
For sure. Now, because a library is in theory a thing you could acquire, I will say that if you leave a spot open, if you don't spend one of these points, you can purchase the base library for half cost.
I would probably do that then, unless the other two want to get something else that I could spend it on.
No, I think a library is good.
A library would be very much appreciated at this point. Considering the situation as well, I would say postern.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. So it might be worth just getting that twice.
Yes, they-
2 back doors.
2 back doors.
or one very secure backdoor.
In this case, it would be probably like a well mapped out sewer exit from the holding area. I don't know how one would install a high effectiveness backdoor in a train car.
The train
Actually,
car
I
gets
have-
to move.
Right, but how do you get out of the train car?
I was like, we move the whole train car.
Yes.
There's probably like a hidden hatch that exits out to the sewers, but if we park the train in this for certain location, we get access to.
Okay, yeah, there are hatches in the floor of the train cars through which you can exit
Into the
quickly
sewers.
and very hard to find.
Yeah, it's very much if we have to use that while the train is anywhere but here, things are going very wrong.
Yeah.
But good to have nonetheless.
Cool. Then the research, the downtime. Aylin studying up on some occult and going over these notes, looking for these weird names. What is Raven gonna do?
Seeing as Aylin has everything taken care of, essentially, she would attempt to pull Price aside and request permission to visit Drew.
Of course. Anytime you need.
After everything that's gone through, I think seeing a friendly face is advised.
I agree. I can also get some people ready if we want to, looks at the board, start moving on this.
I would get them in position, but definitely keep it on the download for now, because we'd have to strike them all at once.
Give me an insight check. Wits and insight. It's a low threshold because you know him pretty well.
3 successes.
He's troubled by this. He's troubled by the waiting.
What's got you troubled?
I mean, these are enemies of the crown, and we're just letting them run around, do whatever they want. I understand we want to try and catch all of them, but
Looks up at sort of a particular corner of the board.
corrupt constables, I mean, it's bad for everyone. Men like that, running around, doing whatever they want, don't sit right.
I agree with you. And if we could move fast enough to take them all out right now, I would suggest we do. But they're like cockroaches. If we don't get them all at once, they're just going to come back. And they're going to whizzle out into the woodwork, and we won't find them. Not until we're overrun.
I don't disagree. But if they're hiding, they're not doing anything evil.
True. But for now, we know where they are. And we might be able to find the head of the snake, so to speak, if we watch them closely. And we might be able to minimize some damage as well, without them noticing, potentially.
I'll get people in position. Keep it
Thank you,
quiet.
Captain.
The sooner we do this, the better for everyone.
As soon as Aylin finishes their investigation, we can move forward.
Echo, what are you gonna do with some downtime?
Echo is gonna probably spend all the time that she has checking in on and making sure her crew is okay.
Cool. They are not.
Yep, that's kind of the thing. So she's probably gonna spend most of the time with them unless she is absolutely needed for something.
Cool. Let's start with some investigative dice rolls. Aylin, what specifically are you looking into?
Let's get names behind the code name.
Cool. Intelligence and investigation. With your specialization. Creed. No.
Damn, 2 successes.
2 successes is enough to be confident that whoever these figures are, and they're referenced in a couple of other places, Fox, Claw, the Brotherhood, and the Outsiders, they were clever enough not to use their names in any communications. You're also pretty confident the Brotherhood and maybe the Outsiders, groups, whereas Vox and Claw probably people.
All right. Still not
Yeah.
particularly helpful.
And then intelligence plus occult.
3 successes.
3 successes. It's hard to say what's real. Your whole concept of that has been dramatically shifted over the course of the last few days. And as you start digging into it, start reading, I think you get a sense that there are some smart people with some crazy ideas, and there are some smart people with some information, and you are having to really sift through some opinion and some bullshit to try and find useful information. But on 3, you start to find some discussions of spirits, entities from beyond our world, the dead. Your main encounters so far have been a mummy and a vampire. So with a light focus on the living dead, there's talk of zombies, although a little more looking into that, you're like, maybe this isn't magic. Maybe this is just a bad thing that's done to some people. But also maybe there are zombies. Several popularized discussions of curses of mummies. A surprising number of tabloids of my loved one talks to me from beyond the grave. Some are like, oh yeah, this communication, and I found my lost such and such because of it. And some that are very sensationalized. You begin making some progress. And I think you get a sense that, depending heavily on what percentage of this is truth and what percentage of it is authorial embellishment, supernatural encounters are very widespread. Like, you've got a scale for the size of this cult now, or you're beginning to, and you're also getting a sense of like, oh, monsters are everywhere. They're everywhere all the time. It's a different world than you thought it was. How's Aylin processing any of this? You got some time to like reflect and think.
I think there's a especially around like the hideout, Aylin's sort of like full, like Aylin in research mode. I don't think Raven and Echo have ever seen her look so like disheveled, just because she's throwing herself into it and doing the like, no one's gonna see me, I don't need to look good. But there's like also sort of like an emotional retreat, because she's not just cross-referencing, you know, accounts of someone saying something from like, you know, 50 years ago in like a folk town, but like she's also sort of leaning into something like stuff that she hasn't thought about in a while, which is her own family and like her own stories from growing up. So if the other two speak it, Aylin has fully switched to writing notes in Hungarian along like in her own work, and if you see, like, they would see it around. But yeah, otherwise, like, she's fully like, she's usually like a very bright shiny thing, and is like very quiet right now and like deeply into it, but also like there's a little bit of like, she's kind of seething about it too.
How so?
She doesn't like I'm like, how do I explain this without it being like super cliche about it? It's very clear that Aylin doesn't like being tricked, because she's used to being the one doing that. So both Raven and Echo also probably see like there's like a little bit of manicness to it. Like the only time you see her get this pissed about stuff is if she's talking about Houdini. So it's also sort of like they got me once, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah, apparently there are at least thousands, probably tens of thousands of things that have been pulling the wool over your eyes your whole life.
And they're clearly working with a set of abilities that are beyond Aylin's, and she's pissed about that as well. Also, there's a little bit of like, you know, when your parents are right about something and you don't want to admit it?
Yeah. Cool. Aylin probably doesn't leave the little command center for a while.
Oh, yeah.
As you start to go over this information.
She has forgotten she's supposed to be meeting with what's-his-face.
Yeah,
Actually, at one point...
You disappeared.
Yeah, at one point she does like pop, like if you guys visit the where she's researching, she like pops her head out and she's like, we should kill that guy.
Yeah, it's a week and a half into this research. Aylin sticks her head out as you guys are walking through and says, we should kill that guy. What do you do?
Well, what guy? There's a lot of them.
What's his... Your friend. Not friend. Slimy looking. Weird.
The snail, the snake, something like that.
Oh, do you really think we should kill him?
Well, he's obviously working for, all of this. He might be a vampire at this point. Aylin looks insane, by the way.
Didn't you meet with him out in the daylight?
He no-showed.
We had a standing meeting and both of us no-showed, frankly. After being attacked by a bloody vampire. So,
Maybe, at the very least, we should bring him in?
yes, and then kill him.
Well, I was thinking advanced interrogation.
Yeah, same thing.
You want to torture him?
I never said torture.
Well,
No,
If-
but you implied it.
if methodologies for discovering one's vampirism is torture them, then perhaps we could torture him.
Hold on.
Is that what you were doing with the lady? There is a shit-eating grin on Echo's face.
Shut up.
Were you torturing the Lady Hargrave?
No, I was being attacked by the Lady Hargrave.
That's what it looked like. And then you told me not to say anything, which made it seem like there was a lot more than that going on.
Well, it was very embarrassing, all right?
Right, sure. You're welcome, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
So, what, we...
On
leave
that note,
another-
how are you doing, Echo? Knowing that, well, he worked for the Hargraves and your squad, your team, was like that.
Dialing back in time for a second.
Yeah!
Echo. You see your team, probably not the next day, because there's so much paperwork, but the day after, in the hospital. I'm gonna say Willow is awake, being the biggest. He's kind of recovering from the blood loss the fastest.
Well, it's good to see you up and awake.
Oh, you ever felt like you were hungover, but like it would never go away?
Never quite with the it'll never go away part. That's presumably the blood loss, though.
Yeah. They tell me it's gonna get better, but oh man.
It should.
Anyway.
It'll just take time.
How are you? Where you been?
Well, recently out of prison, I tried to do a few things by myself. It went both better and worse than expected. And now I work for the government, technically.
You work for... Oh, never thought I'd hear you say that.
Well, it was either that or I get busted for breaking into the Bank of London, so...
Told you not to do that. Told you it was a bad idea.
It wasn't. I feel like most situations it had been fine.
It's
But
just that
then-
it was the Bank of London and...
There was somebody waiting in the vault for me. Like, in the vault.
Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's very weird.
Yep. But ultimately, well, I take it you've been in there for quite a while, yeah?
I don't know. It's all kind of fuzzy. We were... Sits up a little bit more.
You lay the fuck back down.
Okay. We were working. Snake came and got us. Said he had a job. Wouldn't give us details, but we helped him prep. And then he said he did it. And we were all gonna get paid. I went to a house. Nice house. Met a couple of rich types. Kind of weird. A bad vibe. I don't remember a lot after that. Until you showed up.
Well, I can tell you one thing for certain. You're not gonna have to worry about those rich folk no more. They've been, taken care of. Queen's order.
Sorry, who? It sounded like... Listen, I'm real out of it. It sounded like you said the Queen?
That's a conversation for when you're less, hospitalized. But I did.
Whoa. Yeah, I'm gonna lay down now. Oh, good, I am laying down. That's convenient. Alright. Well, crazy.
It's been a very interesting couple of weeks.
Yeah, when I'm feeling better, I'd love to talk about it a little.
Sounds weird.
It sure is. Alright, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on you, since apparently you can't do it yourselves.
Oh, they mentioned you.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, the weird nobles. I remember them saying they were talking to Snake, and they said you did pretty good for our second pick. Too bad we couldn't get Echo. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, it sure does. He's been working with him since he pulled that stunt that landed me in prison. It's apparently why he decided to do it.
What a bastard.
He's gonna get what's coming to him.
Alright.
Sleep. Let me know if you need anything.
For the record, I think he actually thought we were gonna get paid.
I'm sure he did. He's,
Not as clever as he thinks he is.
no, not quite.
And he goes back into his bed and gives you a little wave.
Echo pulls up a chair and just sits down.
You gonna watch me sleep?
Call it a bit of paranoia. I don't want anything to happen to any of you. Not again. Not now that I can do something about it.
Okay. It's just sometimes I try to flirt with the nurse, so it's not gonna be weird, is it?
I got drunk the other night and ended up flirting with, do you remember the... one of the other ones that was with me, the pretty one. The really pretty one.
Yeah, kinda. Tall one with the messed up shoulder?
I meant more the... I'm glad we're on the same page
You
there.
got bad taste, though. That's all I'm saying.
What do you mean by that?
It's nothing personal. It's just a fact. I think you guys go on bullshitting for a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's kind of how your crew's doing. Recouping. You're keeping an eye on them. You're not sure if they don't actually remember what happened to them, or if they're sort of selectively forgetting. But it kind of seems like they're comfortable going back to a normal life if nobody says vampire to them.
That's kind of the plan.
Okay. Back to like a month or so later. You guys are talking about whether or not you're going to go after Delaney.
The pretty one, fully frizzed out, hasn't showered in 2 weeks. Anyway, we should kill him. I'm sorry, interrogate him. If he dies in the process.
If you want, I can handle it. You don't have to be involved.
No, if anything's being done to him, I'm going to be involved. And besides,
if you want to watch, that's more than willing to be done. We can arrange that.
Sorry, what?
The interrogation.
Oh, right, of course. Sorry, I was somewhere else for a second.
Where were you?
So I think we should... A part of me really wants to rub this all in his face.
And you can, along with some sharp implements.
Do we think he's a monster as well?
No, I just think he's a fucking idiot.
Those two things are not mutually exclusive.
I guess not.
If he was a monster, he's a shit one.
Well, that would probably be why he was the Hargreaves' second choice.
For what?
Presumably whatever he was doing for them, which I have to assume involved stealing the crown jewels.
Was that in the letters? I don't recall seeing that.
Oh no, I spoke with my old crew. Well, they're not really old. They're still my crew. They always will be.
Raven, when you say that, the thief confiscated the items, and we have sent them from London under Claw's protection. It was in the letters.
He is the thief from the letters, then. We need to apprehend him.
Well,
He got into the Tower of London.
not alone he didn't.
He definitely had some sort of assistance. But either way, we need him.
You know what would reveal what assistance he had?
The 3 people that told me that they helped him?
Oh yeah, that. Well, what? That doesn't.
A set of hot iron pokers into the ribs?
I was going to say that. Also,
Lord Boreal has walked in, hears you say that, and just turns around and walks back out.
Speaking
What
of which, you should
happened-
have him get some implements for me.
if you have access to his crew,
No. My crew.
your crew, can we talk about how they did it?
Were your crew involved in the heist?
They, from what I heard, they helped with planning and setup.
How did they do it then?
We may need to discuss with them. Of course, no interrogation is needed.
We can bring them in and talk to them. They should be feeling better now. See if we can get a better idea. When I talked to them, their memory was spotty. To say the least.
And, Echo, if they want to leave that life, I'm sure myself and Price can arrange something.
That's not up to me. That's up to them.
I'm just letting you know. You may need to speak to them on that behalf.
Smash cut to you guys in a conference room. They do explain what they had and how they did it. The main thing, and this goes back to what you determined, Echo, when you were sort of backtracing a route for infiltration. The thing that you knew, having walked the Tower of London and seen how you would do it, is that breaking in with no information would guarantee failure. Your friends confirm there was an informant. Someone gave them a map, a route. The rest was just gadgets and moral support.
Including the fur
They don't know a thing about the fur.
or the acid? Well, we knew the acid.
The acid they were involved in inquiring.
Above table, I just remembered you had that acid vial the entire time.
I did. It was in my bra. Listen.
Hey, I guess Lady Hargreaves is lucky she didn't get your top off.
I guess so. Or we're lucky that she didn't get her top off, because that could have caused things to go sideways very quickly.
Yeah, listen, with the way
Yeah.
my dice
Wait,
are
there
going, with the way my dice are going, that acid would not have been helpful.
Fair.
Door opens, Echo walks in, acid face.
Listen, there's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So they confirm, connecting back to that letter, your information panned out better than we'd hoped. Was probably Lady Hargreaves thanking this character Vox for intel that allowed the infiltration of the Tower of London. And that's the last good thing you get off that 7 investigation roll.
Alright. Well, I guess that brings us to a bit of a different conversation. What do you want to do now?
We do have one other scene to wrap up before you guys make future plans.
Oh, that was toward the crew, but yeah, go for it.
Fair. Raven, there's an
Ye-
asylum not far, sort of on the edge of London. A little more greenery out that way at present. And inside, one of your dear friends, Drusilla Marin, aka Magpie. What happened to your team happened recently, and with everything that's been happening actively since then, I don't think you've been able to get out to see her yet.
Knowing the time period, Raven would be most concerned about the condition she's kept in.
She's, her caretakers are under strict instructions from an army captain that she's to be treated with dignity and respect, which is why they're kind of flustered when they see you. Good evening, Mom. Are you, looks at a note. Are you Sergeant Vale?
Yes, I am.
I see. I just want to be... We've done everything in our power to take care of your compatriot. I hope you understand that and believe it.
How is she doing? Any improvement?
Better and worse can be somewhat relative in these situations. It's not always a straight line, good to bad. Would you like to see her?
Please.
He leads you through sterile halls. There's a din of shouting from different directions. comes to a large locked door. As you approach, you see somebody coming out, dirty and like clutching the side of his face, and shut the door. And then he looks over at you and turns white.
And who are you?
Roger, I'm supposed to be cleaning her up. I try to talk to her, but he's the 7th member of my staff your friend has grievously injured. If you wouldn't mind, maybe you can talk to her.
Please. And she
Unlocked.
will pay close attention walking by that guy to make sure that
Give me a wits and
She-
awareness.
that's only a 1.
He appears to have been struck very hard in the eye.
Not a girl. Say under her breath.
Mm-hmm. The other thing you notice, her room, and it is more like a room. There's nothing sharp, no small implements, but there's like a table and a cup and plates and a bed of frankly reasonable condition, not unsimilar to what you sleep in at the base. The thing that gets your attention is that it is so stinky in here. As you go in, the guy who initially greeted you was like, she refuses to let us wash anything.
I'll attempt to talk to her.
Please describe your teammate, Drusilla.
Given the conditions, she would have severely unkempt, brownish hair. She'd be fairly small, about 4 foot tall, 4'5". She would have had some muscle in her prime and has definitely lost a lot of condition, thin frame overall, and probably in some sort of medical gown that's unkempt at this time. She would have brownish eyes as well.
You enter, and her head snaps around, like she's already dropping into a fighting pose.
Magpie. And Raven will put out her hands forward. It's me, Raven. How are you doing?
Please make a charisma plus persuasion.
Oh no. Charisma plus persuasion?
Yes.
And that's a 0.
You could use a willpower.
I'm going to.
Try and get through to your friend.
2 successes.
2 successes. Cool. She steps like she's gonna swing at you and then stops, looking at you and trembling.
How are you doing, sweetbird? Are they treating you well?
Raven.
Yes, dear. I'm here.
She starts snapping her teeth, and then, with a manic look in her eye, rushes over to her chamber pot and starts digging.
Dear, are you okay? Is something wrong? A look of concern but disgust held back on her face.
After a moment, she turns and comes back over, and she's holding something in her hand, and she extends it out towards you. It's a tuft of white fur.
Where did you get this, dear?
She snaps her teeth again, gnashing them.
You bit someone.
Nods.
Who was it that you bit?
You see a look of fear wash over her face, and she takes several steps back and, sits down hard in the small chair provided.
Was it someone here at the facility?
Shakes her head.
Did they come into the facility then?
Shakes her head.
You left the facility.
Shakes her head.
Did something bite you?
She looks a little sad, but shakes her head.
I'm sorry, dear. I don't understand.
Give me an insight check.
Just flat insight?
Wits and insight.
Okay.
You're close. Something that didn't happen here.
Is this from the day you were attacked? That we were attacked?
She nods, emphatically, and holds out the tuft of white fur again.
Dear, I'm in charge of a new unit. We hunt things like this now. I'm working on finding this.
She nods a little and puts it down on the table.
Do you think you could draw me what you saw? It may help.
She looks like she's considering it,
and then she starts thinking about whatever it is that she saw and gets nervous again.
It's okay if you can't, dear. Just know that I'm doing what I can to stop it, to get rid of it. I promise you I'll find it.
She nods at you and then looks down at her hands for a second and gets up and walks over to the door and bangs on it a couple times. One of the orderlies outside is like, "Is everything all right? You need anything?"
She'll look over to Magpie, Drew.
She holds up her hands and sort of indicates the filthy room with a look of disgust.
It looks like she wants you to clean the room.
A moment later, they begin doing that. Do you take the tuft of fur?
She'll look at Magpie. Drew, I'm going to take this fur if that is all right.
She nods.
And she'll open her arms for a hug.
Yeah, she hugs you.
I'll avenge them, Drew. Then we can get you out of here. I promise.
Good. As you leave the place, you look down at this tuft of fur, still pretty filthy, but you recognize it as not belonging to any animal you know.
She would get in the carriage with renewed anger.
Because what does that mean?
It's the same creature that killed her unit.
Whatever killed your unit was involved in the theft. All right. Make some plans, guys.
I think we have a jackass to meet up with.
I do believe so, yes.
Do you show us the fur?
Not yet, no.
Right now then, Aylin is fixated on how they did the thing, including who is the mole and also what the fuck is with the fur. Alright, so we meet with him and we assume that he's going to tell us all his secrets, so what's the plan then?
I make him tell his secrets.
Ah yes, so the hard way then.
She will hand a list to the butler, and it has various medical and non-medical instruments on it.
So, before we do that, there's a pretty solid possibility that I'll be able to get him to go on and on about how good he is at things and how what he did. Especially if I can start needling at him about how, he wasn't the first choice, and then going on about what we did and all that. Then we can resort to making him tell things.
That's true. He does seem like the kind of person who likes to speak about himself. And I've never really struggled getting someone to talk about themselves. I am quite charming. Aylin is on 2 weeks without bathing and or brushing her hair, frankly.
Sure, you can do that after you take an evening to make sure that you look presentable and like you haven't locked yourself in a train for the past 2 months, or for the past month.
Aylin looks at herself, retrieves a cracker out of her hair to eat it, and goes, perhaps.
All right. How long are you guys going to wait before you start arresting cultists?
Well, first we're going to start with this guy.
Okay.
Well, should we do it all at once, and we're the ones specifically targeting him?
There's like 300 people, correct? Like, there was a lot of names.
How long would it take Price to get everyone in position?
So
Are we
here's
not-
the thing. Once you start putting people in position, if one of them gets noticed and starts sending messages, the jig is up.
Oh, fair enough.
There is no way to guarantee security on a thing like this.
Yeah.
You can start with the more important people, or you can start going for everybody. Try to figure out who's the most likely to be able to communicate, like who would be on the lookout for this sort of thing. Mechanically speaking, there's going to be some rolls, and the better your roll, the more you get.
Fair.
I need to make this not have to do with the rolls.
Yeah, so obviously we're in charge of taking out Snake.
Well-
I think we should focus on the corrupt constables.
Top down? Highest rank to lowest?
That's sort of where I'm aiming. See, there are two philosophies when it comes to dismantling a large group of people, correct? There's some who believe that you take out the doers, the foot soldiers, because the leaders are useless without them. And then the other is to take out the leaders and then the followers will just fall apart without leadership, which I tend to ascribe to.
Cut the head of the snake, the body dies.
Exactly. I think we could do this smarter than just try to use as much manpower and firepower as possible. But part of that is ensuring we know who is whom. And it is possible that Mr. Delaney would be able to do that for us.
So we start with him and then get people into position?
Yes, we've already engaged with him, so it's not as if it's suspicious that we're going after him again.
That is true.
All right. How are you going to find him?
Do you want to
We
send
have
a
that
letter,
dead
Aylin?
drop.
Yeah, we could try the dead drop again. Although,
Maybe write a luring letter, Aylin?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm not even laughing because it's a bad idea. I think it's a great idea. Let's drop a sexy letter into a dead drop.
Some random guy finds it, has a really good thing.
God damn it.
I'm kidding. It does seem like he's gone to ground, though.
Yep.
On account of his bosses having been very much murdered.
Echo, do you not have a network of people who can find people?
I have one person I could go to, and a couple people I could ask around, but could also, reputation is everything, so we could go around and start challenging that. See if we can draw them out that way.
Start telling people that Delaney isn't worth his going after his reputation or boosting yours.
Why not both?
Yeah.
And do you think
Delaney's
he'd answer that?
actions led to the Hargreaves being found out and killed.
Paint him as untrustworthy, somebody who's liable to give you away when you're working with him. If he knows what's good for him in terms of wanting to keep up a living, then well, he'll have to come out and say something.
Or at least let him come. Sorry.
Or we'll never have to worry about him again because he'll never find work again.
We need his information. Do you think he would come to try to stop us?
Most likely, especially if he finds out that I'm the one that's involved.
You know him best, so I default to you on this.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
All right. As you go about spreading rumors, seeding information, trying to draw him out, either charisma or manipulation, and
Streetwise?
yeah, streetwise.
All right.
I can roll that. Unless you want to.
No, I got this. Yeah, that's 4.
All right. You start spreading the word. It's gonna take a couple more weeks. Moving through, you're looking around, letting the right people know. You can't just go around telling everybody.
Oh, yeah, no.
I think you actually get the team when they're out of the hospital and pull a couple of thefts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, you're boosting your reputation. Sure, you've kind of got the go-ahead from the powers that be, but you're able to rob a couple of places. And word starts getting around. Echo's back in the game. Echo's very good at what she does. And, good thing we got rid of that snake guy. He was just dead weight anyway.
That's right.
All right. Seeds are being planted. In the meanwhile, anyone else making moves?
I take a shower.
Congratulations. We'll post a holiday.
Make a deck saving throw. You fell.
At this point, those remaining injuries have really begun to heal. Things are a little quieter. The tragic incident at the Hargreaves Mansion was the talk of the town for a couple of weeks.
Ooh.
Seems like Lord Hargreaves got a little overzealous when confronted with a burglar and wounded the man several times before eventually killing him, for which he was not arrested, certainly reprimanded by official powers, and asked to retire to his summer home, which nobody knows where that is. That's the official story. And for now, people are starting to forget it. Eventually, you do start to pick up a lead on Delaney. After his, the big theft he was bragging about, he kind of disappeared. He apparently went up north. Said he had some friends up in Ireland.
Oh, fuck.
Apparently, he's camped out somewhere up there.
So we jaunt up to Ireland.
Yeah,
We can take the train.
realistically. You guys gonna hop on?
If there's a way to bring him to us, I would do that, but it seems like he's going to make us come to him.
Seemed like it.
He actively fled London. Place he knows everybody knows that he was involved in some fucked up shit.
Let's go hunt down an asshole.
Yep. Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
All right.
Is there a particular reason why it's bad in Ireland?
Bad for our job? No, not particularly.
Bad
Bad
for
for-
you.
Me personally, that's a bit of a different story.
What's in
Bad.
Ireland, Echo?
Ex-lover?
My parents?
Yeah.
How bad could your parents be?
Well, there's a reason I'm out here on my own. It certainly wasn't entirely by choice.
Is this something you're going to need to explain to us on the train ride up?
Might not be a bad idea.
Are they influential?
A little bit. They're,
Echo.
Looks over to Aylin.
You have never seen... Well, yeah, you've never seen such a shit-eating grin. Echo.
What?
How influential are your parents?
Well...
Smash cut to a train station somewhere in Northern Ireland. Do you think they're coming to meet you?
Ideally they don't know she's coming back, but there's a chance they might be.
Sweet. Let's make a dice roll, shall we? High or low?
Let's go low.
Cool. So if it's 5 or less, they don't know.
Yes.
That's a 7, guys.
Fuck.
Yay!
Oh no!
Aylin's meeting the parents!
Please describe Echo's intensely disapproving parents as they stand outside their coach.
Oh, I didn't think we were gonna get to this early, oh no! So, first thing about Echo's parents, is that they're very well dressed. Very, some might say, noble. Her mother is, they're both, how old would they be? They'd probably be late 40s. Her mother, has, like fairly short black hair, and her father has bright red hair. And they're both very reserved. They don't seem to be making much in terms of, emotions or, expressions. They do seem particularly upset.
Indeed. And are you an only child?
Yes.
Cool. There they are, looking right at you as you step off. You take some comfort in the fact that you are stepping off the train that belongs to the company that you kind of run. Like, that's not nothing. How mad can they be? You work for the crown.
She then looks at the two attractive women that she's getting off this train with, and then to her parents, and then back to them. Well, this will be interesting. Mother, father, pleasure to see you. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Quite a while. What brings you back? Do you intend to embarrass us further?
No, as far as I was concerned, nothing I did was going to embarrass you anymore, considering what happened. So, I'm here on business.
Right, well, I've no doubt in your abilities. If you decide to embarrass us, I imagine you'll find a way. Who are your friends?
Kind of steps to the side. Aylin, Veretta, this is Lord and Lady Pharos, my parents.
Pleasure. Lord Pharos nods.
I'll shake their hands, or at least I'll offer mine. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Aylin Crane. Echoes Our friend has told us nothing about you. Did you tell us your real actual name? You have to have told us your name on the on the train ride up, right?
She absolutely didn't.
Wow, you're about to embarrass your parents.
Cool. So that just actually happened.
Yeah.
Aylin
Fuck
said
me,
Echo
I
and
guess.
caught herself.
You know what? Fuck you, Echo. Your daughter has told us absolutely nothing about you.
Charisma plus persuasion.
Do I get a bonus for my perfume / being hot?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
This is what you get for being cagey.
We're gonna become best friends with your parents.
One success, yes. The dice tell a story.
The lady, very gently puts her hand on yours and then lets go and says, right, well, that's good. And you, tall one?
Veretta Vale, officer in Her Majesty's service.
Right, you found yourself a soldier. That's typical. So what are you doing here?
like I said, we're here on business. Somebody decided to do something stupid, and we're here to make sure they realize how stupid it was.
Your father gives a snort that might be a laugh. Well, don't take too long. You be coming around for supper?
Am I invited?
He looks at his wife. She gives a little nod. You'll be coming around for supper.
Seems like I'll be coming around for supper then.
Now, he's gonna raise the walking stick he has and point it towards a carriage with a horse. Can't have a daughter of mine wandering around the streets. Blinds closed.
Alright, of course. I'll, it kind of looks to Aylin and Veretta, or Aylin and Raven. Might not be a bad idea for me to get some new clothes, too. Might as well be presentable while I'm here.
This time
Might
it's your
as
mother's
well.
turn to scoff and laugh.
Is our tailor still in business?
You should probably find another. I don't know if he'll work with you.
Of course.
Welcome back.
Appreciate your hospitality.
The mom gives Aylin and Raven a nod, and then they head off to their carriage.
Ride safe, Echo.
Echo looks so unbelievably embarrassed. But yeah.
And now knowing Echo's status, Raven will do a salute.
she sees that, her shoulders just slump.
Oh, Echo.
Right. The carriage is not bad. You definitely get the sense that it's the cheaper of several that they probably own. But it will allow you to travel in relative privacy.
Now that you've been thoroughly embarrassed, do you want to tell us what your name actually is?
Do I want to? No, not particularly.
I mean, if you don't tell us, I can find out.
I mean, if you'd been paying attention when the Queen addressed us, then you'd know. Ramira Pharos.
So, how well off are you?
How well off am I, or how well off is my family? Those are
How
two
well off is
very
your
different
family?
questions.
No, I've seen the way you live. How well off is your family?
Why do you ask?
Well, I just want to get to know my friend.
Deception.
I'm not, listen, I'm choosing to fail that.
Cool.
It's also kind of true. I want to know what the fuck is up.
For sure.
Raven just watching with popcorn.
They're, firmly upper class. We can leave it at that.
We're about to find out when we go to supper with them, aren't we?
So, Aylin, are you thinking manor, castle, keep?
Oh, I'm hoping for a castle.
Fun fact for Raven, the popcorn machine was invented 5 years ago.
Echo internally is like, we fought a vampire like a month ago, and this is the worst thing that's happened to me all year.
Month and a half.
Point still stands.
All right. So here's the question. I don't want to jump in the way of this, but I want to ask. You can either be at your parents' place on time for dinner, properly dressed, or you can start looking into your lost thief and show up maybe late, certainly improperly dressed.
Would it be possible if Raven goes hunting for the thief and you, Echo, and Aylin report for dinner? I'm not one for fancy parties. I normally guard them, not participate. And I understand your family's hesitancy with someone of my position intruding.
Oh yes, they are going to be so upset that you work for the British government.
That they are rightfully a member of, but I digress.
Do not get started on that. That is how we all end up dead.
How did you embarrass your parents, beyond this?
So, there may have been... Again, why do you want to know?
Because I'm trying to get to know my friend better. And also because it was deeply embarrassing to have to speak to your parents as if I didn't, realize I didn't know your actual name.
Consider it punishment as well.
We have to start trusting each other, Echo.
Open up to us, Echo.
Ramira?
Or should I say Ramira?
I'd rather you didn't.
Well, then we'll stop torturing you if you just tell us.
Alright, so there may have been a girl that I was sneaking out to go meet, and I got caught carrying the note saying I was going to go meet her, or, well, asking me to go meet her. And then one thing after another, and I get thrown out on the street.
Oh.
How daring to date below your station.
I don't even think it was that. It
That
might
was
have been
far
that.
less. That was far less exciting than I wanted it to be.
I honestly thought it was going to be a murder or something.
Oh, no, they don't know about those. Those were after.
Well, I'm less excited to meet your parents again.
How do you think I feel?
Excuse me, ladies.
Carriage driver?
Yup. Where are we going?
I believe our ladies, Echo, Ramira and Aylin, are looking for new gowns for their dinner.
Yes, we are.
Would I know of a tailor in the area that isn't the one my parents use?
You guys can definitely spend some time getting outfits.
Awesome.
Well, Echo and Aylin outfits. Raven's going to be hunting down the thief.
All right.
We're getting Raven an outfit anyway.
Yes.
Wait, no, please.
Raven, give me a wits and wits and investigation. Wits and awareness.
1 of 6? Yeah, no, I'm spending willpower to roll that again.
Solid. Good.
That's 3 of 6.
Cool. You've heard a little bit about where Delaney might have gone. From what Echo has told you, Echo and the rest of the crew, he did like to enjoy himself whenever he could. So you end up looking for, bars, or bars that are also places to stay, or bars that are also places to stay that have a lot of women for hire. And then you're going through, keeping an eye out, also trying to keep a low profile, because as you mentioned, you're a British soldier.
Yeah.
Not the most popular person in the world right now. Certainly not in this part of the world. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Stealth and
Dex.
I'm gonna take a drink every time you get D&D brain rot.
Are you serious? What is my dice pool? Hold on, I'm using willpower again.
Absolutely. Spend it now.
I still have very high willpower. Oh my god.
Still one.
All right, the dice are wanting to tell a tale. One
Alright.
success still.
You, after a while, walking around, taking the carriage for some of it, and then walking through what you must qualify as a not very good neighborhood. Someone's keeping an eye on you. Someone's noticed. You don't have, like, an image of everyone up on that board, of all of your known cultists, so to speak, but you know there are some in this part of the world. And as you see a few individuals glance your way and then head off towards a particular establishment, like, those could be our guys. And the establishment is called The Outsider's Rest. And that'll be all for tonight.
Thank you for listening to The Great Game, a Hunter the Reckoning actual play by Hallowed Haven Studios. Storytelling for this actual play is provided by Overthinker, Aylin by Clara, Echo by Termite, Raven by Freyja. Our intro music is by Francesco de Andrea. Our art is by Poyjee. Editing by Virens.